Hi and hello everyone. This is Kumarada, your facilitator and instructor for this video on Data Analysis Expression DAX. Earlier we discussed about calculated columns and measures, their differences, writing DAX function, the syntax. In this video, we'll be discussing calculated columns with examples, and I'll be giving you or discussing at least 4 functions with you, starting from simple and going towards more complex. Also, within those functions, we are going to discuss cardinality, like one-to-many or many-to-one relationship within DAX and how these can be created, how we can refer to another table within a table in Power BI using DAX function, and where calculated column is more useful and where measures are more useful. So just to begin with and giving you a brief overview from the last video, calculated columns are very helpful on raw context. It can help the user do analytics on raw level, whereas measures are more towards report level and can be applied on the overall report level. They are very powerful aggregator. They are very dynamic, whereas calculated column consumes more RAM. If you're looking for calculations in billions of rows of data, I think that would take up the whole memory if you're doing it on desktop, and if you're doing it on cloud, even then it will take up huge memory. Whereas measures, they are calculated or they are processed within the CPU, so generally CPU processing power is much higher, so therefore they are more quick, and they are very dynamic in the sense that they are calculated very quickly within the report, whereas calculated columns, they have to be refreshed every time if you want the data to be updated. This is not with measures. But if you're looking for raw level calculations, and if you're looking for analytics on raw level data, calculated columns can be really useful. In this video, we'll be discussing a simple example using calculated column with DAX, related function, related table function, and SUMX. Let's move to a simple example. Okay, just a quick simple example. Just like Excel, we can do calculations on raw level data. So within each row, if we are looking to calculate profit or profit percentage, we can just simply do a mathematical formula by selecting the table, the column within the table, and another table with the cost data, and then divided by cost data. That gives us some profit markup. We can then format this column with the percentage to get a percentage value within it. I'll show you this in the example. Here we have the sales data. Okay, calculated column is represented by a small table with X or summation sign, so that shows that it is a calculated column. I'll show you. This is the text function. Okay, it is applied on raw level data. I can show you that. See, this is the profit percentage being calculated, and it is having multiple profit percentages, and they are all in the form of percentage. But if you see the actual data that I see, that's a percentage selected. Okay, so if you remove that, it will show as the rate. So with column tools, we have the option to format data type. How we do it? Very simple way of doing this is just writing down the formula there. And one thing that you will notice that when we are doing this, now we are selecting sales table, okay, and selecting the sales amount, subtracting sales cost from that, and then dividing by sales cost to get profit markup. We can also divide it by sales amount to get profit margin, but at the moment we are looking to get profit markup. So here it is. Dun, dun, and it's done. This is already calculated, and we've already seen the output. The column tool shows us that it is a percentage selected. If I select any other data format, it will change it accordingly. Now again, let's discuss Now, related function. What if we are looking to get data from another table into existing table? In that case, we can use calculated or related function. It creates one-to-many relationship between the tables from the table where you have extracted the column from to the table where you have actually extracted the data from. So I'll show you how to do this. Just taking a simple example, in the sales table, we do not have the product name, we just have the product ID. So what we can do, if we are looking to get the product name for each sales, we can do this using the related function. With the related function, we get an opportunity to select the table and select data or the columnar data from other tables. Let's see this. Okay, this is the case. Now, just product name, we are in the sales table, and if we are looking to select, I'm looking to select product, so it does not show me any product table, see. But when I use related and I go for selecting the product, it shows me the product table. So see, with the related function, we can make relationship with other tables within the data table, data model, or within the Power BI file. So we can select the product name and get it there within this table. Let's see, sales, and this is the product name. Okay, so all the products are coming for each sales item now. Okay, and the column, this is all text. One thing that you have to notice, it creates one-to-many relationship. I'll show you again in the data model. So if we go, just hide this span. Okay, from sales to product, that's a one-to-many. From product to sales, that's a one-to-many relationship. Okay, so this is the relationship that I was talking about. Now again, a related table function. This does exactly the same thing, but it creates many-to-one relationship. So if we are looking to create many-to-one relationship, we use this function. So we'll be discussing this with the SUMX iterator function. So let's move towards SUMX. Now, SUMX function is a bit more powerful. In fact, quite a lot powerful and a handy function. It takes two parameters. One is the table, the reference table where we are looking to get sum or summing up the data, and the other one is the amount on which we are looking to get the sum. But the important thing is, now this sales table will have sales amount, but this sales amount will refer to a particular product or something else, and we are looking to get all the data or all the sum of sales from this for each product, but the product sales amount data is within the sales table. Now that is not giving us the sum. What we are looking to do, or what this function does, is it takes the reference table, it iterates over the whole reference table for each row selected and gets the sum of all the rows for that product. Now let's see this in the form of example. Now see, we are looking for a product sale. Here in the table, if I show you, we have the product table. Okay, these are all the products, and it does not have sales amount. Okay, although I have calculated, but let's assume that it's not on the sales amount. It only has the unit cost and giving us all the product names. If we are looking to get all the product sales using DAX, what we can do, we can just create a product sales DAX formula. We can do this using the SUMX that takes in two parameters. One is the sales table, or one is the reference table that the function is going to iterate over, and the next is the amount that we are looking to sum for each raw item. Here we have the raw item of we are doing this within the product table. So we have the row item of all and the products. For each product, we have multiple sales entries. So we are using related table to create a relationship of product with the sales table, and that relationship is one to many if we are referencing from product to sales, and if we are referencing from sales to product, it's going to be many to one. And then we're going to get the dollar amount for each product, dollar sales amount for each product. I'll show you. Once you selected SUMX, now we have to select the reference table. For reference table, we have to create a relationship of many to one from sales to product, because each product may have multiple sales entries. So let's do this. Related table, because we are looking for many to one relationship, and this related table is sales. So this function is complete. Now the expression, and we have used the SUMX. So the expression is going to be the column that we are looking to sum, and that column is the sales amount. And dun, dun. So here it will give us the sales for each product. I'll show you in this table. Here it's giving us the sale, and within the column tool we can see the formatting of the data. This is although comma I select where it is currency, so I'll put this in the currency of dollar. Okay, I hope now this is very much clear related to calculated column. You can see in all the cases all the calculations are done on raw level. Each row is getting a calculation done. So it's very good for raw level analytics. I hope you enjoyed this. You have got one step forward in calculated columns and the three functions that we use, that is related table, related function, and SUMX function. Besides, we also did some simple calculations that we are almost like doing it all the time within Excel. May you have any queries? Feel free to contact me or get in touch with me by email, by Udemy, my profile, by Medium, or any way you like. You can also contact me by LinkedIn. Thank you.